people, welcome to another edition of that thing it's Happy Frenzy that we all know and love is WWE SuperCard. With me, Big Jim, here at BadLadDad HQ. It's Monday, it's been another long weekend. Ring Dommy Dim Dom, twice over, not once, twice over, 6 cards to collect to try and get that heroic version of Goldberg. And so for 2 weekends in a row, it's just been non-stop car playing and no guitar playing. That makes me a sad person because I like to play my guitar. I like to have a little strum now and again. I've not been able to play at all. I just like to... just play stuff, just play. There you go. That's what I like to do, but I don't get a chance to do it because I'm playing this flipping game non-stop, all the time. And the big question is, did I get Goldberg? Did I do it? And the answer is, yes I did. And I have to say, as I did agree when it came to the Road to Glory, having to play the event through twice does mean 2 things. There are 2 positives out of this. Firstly, you pull a lot more cards. So during the course of this, I pulled another Titan. What did I pull? I managed to pro a few things. What have I proed? Come on, which ones have I proed? Xavier Woods, yeah. No, I don't know. Oh, I can't remember now. Shinsuke's one who I proed. There you go. See, look, my memory's gone already. One that made me chuckle, I have to say, just towards the back end of the second lot of doing this, Mammoth. Look, Cedric number 1 and Cedric number 2. He's back. I'm finally going to have myself a Cedric Pro, so I'm happy about that. I've got Cesaro to work on from that second run through. What I'm desperately in need of is females. The Shinsuke and what was the other one that I did? I can't remember now. It must have been, no, it's Big E, wasn't it? You doofus. Big E, of course, because he was one of the cards available first time round. That I'm not doing this fusion that they're trying to make us do because I just don't have the ingredients, and I'm not keeping hold of loads of cards unnecessarily. What I would say again is, in addition to getting some decent picks from the boards and being able to power up some cards, I've pulled an awful lot of these candy heart things, albeit that they're all rubbish. There's nothing that I can use. There's no Titans, there's no monsters. They've got one beast, and I've got a load of ultimates and a load of elites. So I got them from the daily login bonus for after 5 days. That one, so did Josh, JT Judgment from Team BadLadDad. I've had them coming out of all sorts of packs. I've had them from King the Ring. They're landing all over the place. And I will have some pros, so that'll help with the catalogue. But in terms of actual cards that I can use, there's no Titans, there's no monsters. So that's not much. That's not much cop. But what was I going to look at? Oh yeah, I have a list. As I mentioned, I have a list. These super rare cards that I'm clinging on to for dear life, I'm doing for catalogue purposes. So that's the only reason I've got these stashed away. But I'm doing the same on ultra rare as well. There's not so many to do with ultra rare, but still got these lads and lasses to be done. And for some reason, I was pulling a lot of elite cards. So I've kept these elites as well. It's just gumming up my catalogue. Look, there you go. Look, got 3 of the same thing there. All useless. Catalogue purposes, yes, you'll get some images out of them, but in terms of the game, waste of time. Waste of time. And I know they have those packs. I know they have these packs, and you can spend 2,000 coins and you can get credits, you can get 5 cards. Is it 5 cards? Yeah, hardened to Titan. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. You're not going to get a Titan. So don't even think about it. And if you do get a Titan, you're certainly not going to get something to pro it with. So that's not going to happen. Team ringed on tonight is Shamuths, which is no good to me either. So what I'm firstly going to do, just collect some of these and open a pack. Got to open something, haven't we? Got to have something to open, have a laugh at and go, what a waste of time that was. So let's just open one of these, and what do we reckon? Elites? Well, I think this is why I started keeping the Elite cards, is I'm getting so many from this thing that I thought, well, I might as well keep it going. I can get a few pros out of it. Ultimates. Right, okay. And 2 ultimates. Not much good to me. Certainly no good for the pros, and certainly no good for the deck. I'm probably going to play a bit of World Mode just to keep me going. Royal Rumble wise, I've got myself up to 2 momentum slots, but again, I mean, look at that. I'm 27th after 4 days, 3.5 days of ring doming. Not had much chance to do anything else in this game. Oh, I play my guitar. I love to play my guitar. Do like to play my guitar. Strum out to my guitar. Have a beer, nice cold beer. Just strum some chords. Let's go and do a bit of World Mode. World Mode. You make my head explode. Right, I should have in here cards that I'm powering up. So yeah, there's Goldberg. We didn't actually look at Goldberg, did we? He's got his 2 stats on. I would like to see if you've pro'd the card, but only one of them had got the heroic boost on. So either you managed to get it for Road to Glory and you got the heroic boost, but you couldn't get it for Ringdom, or vice versa. Just to see if the animation and the look of the card, the aesthetic of the card, is different to what you can see here, which is a Goldberg who's had both stats done and both heroics done as well. He's not fully powered up, mind you. He hasn't played his games yet. That's why he's sat here in my wild deck. So he's got to be done. Cesaro I've got to feed up. And again, I'm just working on Shedrick and Shinsuke. I have just pro'd him, as you can see, because look, I'm still working on some matches for him too. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that Goldberg varies, because you're going to have, obviously going to have the normal Goldberg, then you're going to have the pro Goldberg that's got no heroic boosts on. So this is the Goldberg with 2 heroic boosts on, 1 on each card. So you'd be interested to see if there's an intermediary one, or whether you just can't tell, whether you can only just tell by the stats. But as I say, that's not fully boosted yet because I haven't played all his matches. So let's just do a little bit of Wild Mode. Play Pascal. So how did you guys do? Did you get yourself through that slog of 2 lots of Ringdom? I must admit, I think I said to you in the last SuperCard vid that I doubted very much that I was going to do it. But we did. It was quite cold this weekend, so we stayed in a lot. So that gave me the opportunity to play, and it sounds a bit antisocial. We didn't get any visitors either, which I was quite glad about, because I could just crack on. There's no relatives, there's no friends, no one turned up. It was actually a good weekend for everyone to not turn up, because I probably wouldn't have been very sociable either. I'd have been like, oh, I was playing Ringdom. So that worked in our favour, or it worked in my favour. There's obviously now talk looking forward to WrestleMania, not just because of the fact it is WrestleMania and we all like WrestleMania when it comes around, but you know, all the talk now is, are we going to get this new tier coming in for WrestleMania? There's at least 1 if not 2 guys on Team BadLadDad, Stevie and I think Matt as well, who are pretty much done as far as Titan's concerned. They've got a fairly full Road to Glory deck. So I think it was Stevie who said that Sheamus would make a pro for him this evening, but it wouldn't even get into his Road to Glory deck, which I think says a lot as to how far he's gone. He does seem to play 5,000 matches a day, mind you. He's probably the most dedicated player I think I've ever met. But I think there's a few people now who've been champing at the bit for a while to get a new tier coming in. I mean, someone like me, I only hit Titan properly into January. Since then, Titan Plus came up very quickly. Titan Plus Plus came very, very quickly. And since hitting Titan Plus Plus, the pulls have been coming thick and fast. As I say, there was 3 through the 2 Ringdoms. Plus, that doesn't include the Goldberg card, which obviously made a pro, and the Big E and the Cesaro. It was, yeah, Big E, which again I'm not going to use as an ingredient. I'm using him as a pro. Much better having Big E as a pro than having a single Shinsuke Nakamura that I can't do anything with. So just every weekend now with these tournaments, I know we're playing twice the amount of tournament that we would be normally, but the pulls really are coming thick and fast, which is it's been good for me, because I went through a little period where I wasn't getting anything. I was getting a bit frustrated. So I'm glad that's corrected itself. But what do you guys think? Now we've had a chance to do 2 weeks. Look, I haven't even had a shave. That's how bad it is. We've had 2 weeks now, these tournaments, and my own feeling is the first weekend I'd actually cleared the decks. I cleared the decks work-wise, made sure I could start playing on the Thursday, and again had made it pretty clear that I wasn't going to be doing much other than playing the game over last weekend. And it's been the same pretty much this weekend, albeit that I thought I can't say that 2 weekends in a row. If somebody does come round or something does crop up, I just have to bite the bullet and get on with it. But that's kind of like a one-off. You can't live your life like that. You can't spend the entire weekend every weekend shut away playing WWE SuperCard. So I was hinting that I thought I wasn't going to bother doing heroic mode for this ringdom. Whatever the event card is coming up for this week, I'm just going to be doing the normal version. I might crack into the second lot if perhaps the Titan card's worth going for, or indeed I've got a few more cards to power up, but I'm not going to set myself any hard and fast targets other than just getting a copy of whatever the event card is and be satisfied with that, because doing more than that, it's just too much time commitment. It's just too much to do. Too much to do. I don't know what your feelings are on that matter. Let me know in the comments down below if you think now you've had a chance to do it. Did you get Ringdom? Did you get the heroic mode and then Road to Glory? Did you get the heroic mode and then Ringdom you didn't bother because you thought no, it's too much? Did any of you, having not got the heroic mode on Road to Glory, did you bother doing it for Ringdom? Because it kind of makes it redundant if people who aren't getting it in Road to Glory don't then go for it in Ringdom. That's obviously massively reducing the amount of people who are going to go through the 2 lots of event. But, and I'll tell you what as well, I did have a few credits stashed back up, and I used just about all of those on pick doublers. So I don't know what it would have cost if you'd have just solely relied on pick doublers all the time. I don't know what the cost would have been, but I'm guessing you'd have probably gone through 7,500, maybe a couple of hundred matches. So if you bought 3 lots, it'd be about $15, 15 quid. I think it's the same amount. I think it's $4.99. It's certainly £4.99 in English money, UK money for 600 credits, and I think or assume it's $4.99 in the States. So if you'd gone the whole hog and hadn't had to pay for any extra bouts, thinking about it, because actually on that note, I'm sort of rambling a bit here, but on that note, what I found is if I ran out of ads, you know, you can click and you get a free ad, and that gives you a free bout. When I was running out of those on my iPad, I was then swapping and playing on my iPhone, because the phone has a different advertising identification number on it that the game recognises. So it was letting me get ads that way. So you can, if you're lucky enough to have 2 devices you can play on, you can double up that way on getting your free ads to pick up your free bouts. Alright, just do one more and I'll get out your faces for another day. I hope you saw Ninja Boy was back yesterday for Wrestle Crate. January's Wrestle Crate came, and I'm quite a fan of those Wrestle Crates anyway. I do like some of the autographs that have come through and some of the little quirky merchandise you get. But a massive thing for me yesterday was seeing an artwork with Razor Ramon on, and it was actually signed by Scott Hall, Mr. Razor Ramon himself, who was apparently in the UK a couple of months back doing something, so they got him to sign some prints. So it's an amazing thing to have, signed print of Razor Ramon. It was fantastic to get in that box. And don't forget, if you do order one, Whether you're going to order it from wrestlecrate.co.uk or wrestlecrate.com in the States, if you use the code BadLadDad at checkout, name of this channel, you get 10% off your order. So, that's the end of that. That's the end of, I suppose it's almost sounded like advertising, didn't it? Didn't really mean to start plugging that, but I'm just really happy. I mean, we don't get anything for it. We obviously get the Wrestle Crate once a month. It's down to you if you want to use the discount or not. Yeah, well, just coming back to this whole spending your weekend playing this game. I don't think it's going to happen from here on in for me. I like to try and get a head start Thursday, Friday, in between bits of work and whatever else it is I'm doing, and then try and finish off whatever it is that's going on the Saturday. I managed to lose that again. I've got to stop talking. Trouble is, if I stop talking and I'm just playing the game, it's a bit boring. And if I'm just talking and not playing the game, everyone starts moaning, saying, you're not playing the game. So I can't really win either way. I'm certainly not winning that way, am I? So there we have it, people. Let me know how you did get on this weekend. I would like to see if you've got a Goldberg that only had one of the two cards reached heroic mode. I would like to see the picture. If you could tweet me at BadLadDad or stick it on Facebook, again, at BadLadDad. And of course, that's a good way to finish. At BadLadDad's all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the banter is. If you like the video, before you go, please bung me a few likes down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. I can play some more guitar if you want to hear me play some more guitar sometime. But until I see you next time, chill out, stay cool, love you people, see you soon.